All right, back in the basement, so you know what that means. All right, so again, starting the day with some light cardio just to get the juices flowing, and I'm all about that juice flow life.
Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'm gonna talk about, do steroids make your balls shrink? Well, the answer is yes, they do. But let me throw this at you. Is that really a bad fucking thing?
But as part of this, watching some YouTube videos as well, Dave Latito today talking about bands on bench, and you guys know I've made a couple of videos regarding putting bands on bench, especially in commercial gyms. Now, I haven't had to really deal with that at home. The bench I have here is actually really good, but it ties nicely into today's video. Before we get to that, it's time to get some stretching going. All right, so now that all that sexy mobility work is done, it's time to get into the actual training. And again, bench day to day. And one of the things I was mentioning was that Dave's video plays in nicely because in the past, I've done videos on using bands on the bench in order to help secure you, helps you dig in your traps, your shoulders, as well as when you use leg drive. You're not pushing yourself off the bench. And the problem with most commercial benches are they're very slick and slippery, so it's really hard to get a good, strong setup. So I usually would put bands on in the past. However, again, now that I have a nice bench, I don't have to do that. But not all of us have that luxury of using good benches or having bands available at all times. So one of the things you guys have seen me wear in some videos and in some Instagram posts are these A7 fitness shirts. And what these are, they're bar grip shirts. So on the back of the shirt, there's a raised rubberized pattern that really helps you dig in for the bench. It's also very helpful for squats. So I'm going to be using this today, just talking a little bit about it. All right, so today's work consisted of going up to 295 for a triple pause, then some back off triples with 275 paused again. Really want to focus on my paused bench, and that's one of the benefits of having 2 bench days in a week. One day I focus more on pausing, the other day I do touch and go so I can use more weight, satisfy my ego, and get more benching overall in. But one of the things I've noticed in my competitions is that my bench sucks compared to how it was during my training cycle. So I really need to get that practice and repetition of pausing, get used to it more so it has better carryover into my actual meet competition style benching. Now, speaking of these A7 fitness shirts, I do like them a lot. I will say that they are running a discount right now. If you use Campbell, you get 10% off your order, but I'm not affiliated with them, so I don't see any kind of revenue. It's just more of a promotion, if you will. However, I believe Josh Hancock and Brett Gibbs are both affiliated with them. So if you use their last names, either Gibbs or Hancock, you will get not only 10% off, but I think they see a part of that. So I'm going to suggest that if you're interested in buying these shirts, use one of their names, not mine, because I'm not getting any money, but you will have to come to the tough decision of who you want to support, the Canadian with the man bun or the New Zealander with the man beard. So that's up to you. So after that first working set of 295, did 3 sets of 275 before moving on to incline press. Now I like to do variations of the main lift after the main lift. In this case, wanted to do incline because I haven't done it in a long time and I really haven't been using this incline portion of the bench that I have here. And it felt pretty good. Now ideally, this is the steepest incline I would use for press. This also happens to be the lowest amount of incline that you can do. So I probably wouldn't use any of the other settings, but overall it felt good. was a good way to get my volume in. From there, we moved on to weighted dips. I used a 45-pound kettlebell, which you can't really see in the screen, but by this point, my shoulders were starting to feel a little bit. I think part of that has to do with the fact that I'm kind of fatiguing them with all the mobility work I'm doing beforehand with those bands, but my shoulders do feel really good overall. I then moved on to some dumbbell kickbacks with these 2.5-pound pink dumbbell. Fucking just kidding. Just seeing if you guys are still paying attention. We then did some face pulls with the band. Again, shoulders are feeling kind of tough, so I want to make sure I try to balance out all the pressing movements I'm doing. So just did some band work here. These are 25-pound resistance bands, did sets of 15, just so it felt kind of good. You also get a good view here of that bar grip shirt, which was not really intentional, just really trying to play with the angles here. All right, so training's all done, and one of probably the best benefits of training at home is when you are done, I simply just have to come upstairs and I can eat already. So what I'm having is actually something that Amanda, aka the Beyonce, made the other day. Just some, I think, ground turkey, rice, corn, and some squash butternut. You know what I'm saying? Then also one of the things she happened to make was one of Michael Corey's recipes for protein, banana, nut, oatmeal, muffin, something like that. So thanks to him and thanks to her for making all my food. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching and stay big. Yeah, that's right. No one has unplugged this time. Talk to you later.